Hello everyone and welcome to the Little Blue Fly. In today's video we are here in the living room, but I will be staying right here in the corner area because there's quite a bit going on. We are getting closer to the spring home tour, but today we will be putting together a vintage tea party Easter egg hunt. So I hope you advanced egg hunters are ready because this is going to be a very fun video and I hope to hear from you all. For those of you that are new to my channel, I invite you to subscribe to the Little Blue Fly. If you do enjoy this video, please think about giving a thumbs up. And also, I hope to hear from you all later on in the comments about the eggs. So that being said, let's begin, shall we? Okay, so here we are in the corner. I cannot pan out, have way too much going on here. I apologize for the tardiness of the video. There was a big mishap that took place. Quite a bit of decor fell down, a couple pieces broke, but I'm over it now and just moving on with things. There's only one piece that unfortunately cannot be fixed. But here we have a bar cart. I will share the link. This can be purchased at Home Depot. Again, it will be in my products listing, but also in my description box as well. It is a fabulous 3-tier brass tea cart that just has so much texture and detail. I really want to purchase another one of these. I love it just that much. In the back behind it, I have my arched black shutter mirror from Bassett. Unfortunately, these are out of stock. I tried to find some to share a link, but there's not one to be had, unfortunately. Okay, so let's get started. On top of the tea cart, I decided to place this. It's a terracotta pot. I did mention that I would love to have a tutorial on this, on how to put it together. I just unfortunately have not come around to it yet. But this is basically a black terracotta pot where a hole has been drilled out behind. It has been painted. I've added in some faux greenery and some moss, some preserved moss, and I built a lamp on the inside of it. So it's not you get a lamp and you place it, a full lamp put together, place it inside. It's really you're building the lamp in this project. And I'll hopefully get around to sharing a tutorial soon. So here's my little terracotta pot lamp. And as you can see, this is a very tall wall. So we're going to fill things in. The cart, the walls. So I will be adding in quite a bit of color and warmth in this space. So little by little, we're adding on layers here in the house. Okay, many of you might be going, wait a minute, there's 2 lamps here. And that's right. So I'm going to share today. I wanted to use both lamps. I did not want just one. I wanted 2. And to me, this absolutely 100% works. So the lamp in the back, I'll share a link that was purchased from Ballard Design. It is a very tall brass lamp and the shade is in a black linen. I do have some metal ribbon going around the lampshade because I wanted to give more of an aged look and feel. I have shared a tutorial on how to age this ribbon. It is like a galvanized, like a silver metal ribbon from Hobby Lobby. And I just go over it with paint and some antiquing wax. And again, I do have a tutorial out there. You will see it's just the metal ribbon as the thumbnail. Just click into it and it is so easy to accomplish. But again, I wanted 2 lamps, not just one. And I believe, well, 100%. The back is just a tall lamp, and the front, the lamp is in a vessel. And I believe that is what's making it work so well for me. The fact that I do have one lamp inside of a vessel. For those of you that are interested, if you do have like a larger vessel, if you wanted to just place one of your lamps in there in front of another, that would work just as well. Okay, I'm starting to bring back in the older decor because I'm finding it, I'm unpacking it. I've decorated with these quite a few years, well, a few years back, well, even a couple years back in Virginia. These, I believe they were purchased at the at-home store. I could be wrong. But again, these are metal with wood going around, a wood frame. And I did share a video where I painted these gold and aged it with wax because I didn't want the galvanized, the silver. I wanted it to have the warm gold tone. So just know, whenever you find something out there, because there is still quite a bit and it has that galvanized, excuse me, look, you can go ahead and just paint over it and age it with wax. And again, I have a tutorial on how to accomplish this. So I have them both placed up. Okay, so the camera's about to change here in a minute, so you're not going to see the one on the left that much. Ignore the project back behind. That's another video. I'm telling you, I have quite a bit going on. I will be starting a book nookery. So this is just something in the future, and it's reflecting from the mirror. But anyhow, these topiary pictures, they add the perfect warmth and depth on this wall here in the living room. And now we're going to have fun, excuse me, decorating this 3-tiered bar cart. And again, it will be linked under my products. So we have quite a bit of warm colors going on here. And now I want to lighten things up a bit. But before I get into the lighter, there is one more warmer toned item that I want to place, and this is one of my tissue boxes. I love this one here. It's from Robin King Designs. She is linked in my description box for those of you that are interested. If you put the little blue fly in her coupon box, she will make sure to give you a kind discount. So I have the tissue box over here to the right, and then I put this together. I believe the video before this one, it is my vintage lusterware teacups that I absolutely adore, and I just placed them inside of a very large glass cloche. I do not have a link for this one, but there are several glass apothecary jars out there that can be purchased. I know Home Goods carries many of them, and just stack your teacups up. As you can see, a few of these are very whimsical and crooked looking right now. And I went ahead and went in and just corrected a few of them and added others around. And as you can see, the tissue box to the right, I placed a teacup on top. I love these because it does not just have to be used for tissues. It can be a wonderful, a stand, something to prop your pretties up on. I'm going to go ahead and add in just one of these faux hyacinths that I purchased from Home Goods. And down here at the bottom, I went ahead and brought back in the young couple that they're just so in love. And I just felt I just felt like it's meant to be in this corner. We have a great French country look going on here with, the vintage teacups. That's not so much French country, but I'm showing how you can mold two or many different styles together and it look absolutely grand. Down below, I put in a scalloped edged tray that was purchased from Home Goods. I did just recently see one there, so I know they're still out there in production. I thought adding in this piece gave a little bit of warmth that I felt was needed, because up at top we have quite a bit of color going on up here. So I just wanted to tone it down a little bit, give it a good balance. And I will be placing in some of these vintage French fable books. They're a deep navy blue with gold embossing. So I'm placing them over to the left. And we have someone very special. Okay, I'm going to give you all just a couple moments to figure out, okay, what is she getting ready to show? It's from spring. It's been a long time since I have decorated with this piece, and I just recently unpacked it. Some of you are going to be completely lost because you're new, and you're about to meet this individual who is fabulous. How many of you remember Mrs. Stonebottom? She is as sweet as can be, and she's wearing her finest jewelry today because we are having a vintage tea party and egg hunt. She can be purchased, well, I don't know if they had her this year, but the past few years she has been at Hobby Lobby. I have her tucked in there on the tray, and I added in one of my, an old, very heavy cast iron vessel that has the perfect rusty aged goodness to it. I placed one up front. This one will go back behind Mrs. Stonebottom, and I placed in some faux floral. I believe it's a sedum. And so what we have going on here is a lovely vintage tea party for the young new love over to the side. Mrs. Stonebottom came to make sure to read them a wonderful story out in the garden. I have some bookends here that I will be using differently down at the bottom. Just for some architectural detail, but also books will be used as well. These will just be used differently. So normally the flat ends, that's what holds the books, but I didn't have the room. So I placed them sideways. And again, we have lighter color down at the bottom, just really blending them all together to give the perfect properties of light in this French country spring vignette here in the living room. And again, with tea, having a vintage tea party in the garden with topiaries and having the books and reading a nice story, it's perfect for the newfound love relationship, the statue that I have displayed here to the right of the cart. And to the left, we have this sweet willow bunny. I think this was a Home Goods find, but I'm not remembering. I've had this piece for a few years now, but she wanted to listen to the story, so she decided to join in for some fun decorating time. at the vintage bar cart. And it's also a good piece to use to hide that speaker over there in the corner. It will not completely hide, but as you can see, I added one garland just going around the willow bunny. And here we have the basket, because we are about to have an egg hunt. So this basket was purchased from Hobby Lobby, but pay close attention because I am going to hide several eggs. So this is for advanced egg hunters. I'm not going to show the eggs, what they look like. You will just have to find them. So here in the closer look, I will have the lamps on. The eggs will be hidden. Let me know how many you found. I'm so curious to see who's going to find them and if you find them all. And I hope to see you all again later on this week for more decorating.